Good morning. Welcome to Marathon County Public Library's Storytime. My name is Miss Laura, and we are going to read some stories and have some fun. Today, all our stories have to do with being clean and dirty. So, let's start out. Before we get into our first story, we have to sing our welcome song. So we're going to sing our hello song. We'll say hello and friends. The sign for friends is the two pointer fingers, one on top of the other, and then flip it over like that. So we'll go, hello friends, hello friends, hello friends. It's time to say hello, hello, and welcome. So, our first story is called Hogwash. And you'll see from the cover that we've got a lot of pigs in our story. We've got pigs up on the board too, which we'll be doing later. Pigs like to get dirty, and you'll see that in this story. They like to roll in the mud. Part of it's because they like to cool off in the mud, and it helps them keep bugs away. And we'll see what these pigs do in the mud. One warm day in early May, Farmer had a plan to spring clean all his animals till each was spick and span. He's gonna clean all of his animals on the farm. There's the pigs in the mud. Farmer fetched a pan and soap, put on his cleaning duds, then went out to the water spout and lathered up some suds. He washed the horses, ducks, and cows, the goats, the cats, the dogs. Everything went dandy until Farmer reached his hogs. And look at this, we've got a whole line of animals waiting to get sudsed up. There's the duck getting a bath. The pigs got out their toolbox and they boarded up their pen. No matter what poor Farmer said, they wouldn't let him in. And they made a sign that says, "No hogwash for us today. Pigs love dirt, so go away." Farmer scratched his head and thought, then said, "Here's what I'll do. Since those pigs have locked me out, I'll spray some water through." He dragged a hose up to the fence and turned it on full power. "If you pigs won't take a bath, I'll give you all a shower." The pigs got their umbrellas out and put on rubber suits. They stomped through muddy puddles in their shiny yellow boots. They all dug in and made mud pies. They had a mud ball war. They splished and splashed and hammed up more filthy than before. They made another sign, "No hogwash. Pigs don't scrub. We like wearing grime and grub." Rolling in the mud. Farmer stomped his feet and yelled, "You oinkers got me riled." They still refused to take a bath. Those pigs had gone hog wild. Here's another sign they made. It says, "Keep your soap and bucket, bud. Thanks for making all this mud." "Suey, suey," Farmer called. "I've got some mash and oats." The pigs were not impressed at all. "Go feed it to the goats." Farmer lied, "It's the pizza man. I've got your pizza pie." The pigs weren't fooled one little bit. "Just leave it by the sty." Farmer muttered, stomped, and growled, "You're stubborn and pig-headed." The pigs just snorted with disgust. "No hogwash, just forget it." No matter what the farmer tried, they wouldn't let him come inside. Farmer pondered for a while. Farmer grinned a crafty smile. Farmer yelled, "That's it, by gosh! Look out, hogs, it's time to wash." "I finally found the perfect plan. I know just what to do." Then Farmer filled his crop dust plane with water and shampoo. He's filling up his plane. He climbed into the pilot's seat and set off on his mission. He flew above the pig pen, armed with sudsy ammunition. What is he going to do? Farmer cried, "It's a washing day! Look out, piggies, bums away!" He's dropping the sudsy water on the pigs. Farmer swooped to make a pass. Farmer's plane ran out of gas. Farmer gulped, the engine sputtered. "Just my luck," the farmer muttered. Down the plane went like a rock. "Look out, I'm gonna crash!" The pigs began to squeal in fright. Clunk, clang, bang, boom, bash. And there goes the plane down into the pig pen. Look at all the pigs running. There's the farmer. He's flown out of the plane. All the horses, ducks, and cows, the goats, the cats, the dogs, ran to help the farmer, and they found him with those hogs. There was Farmer, soaked in grime, having quite a splendid time. He joined the pigs and made mud pies. He wallowed all around. He splished and splashed and hammed it up and rolled upon the ground. Look at that, he's all muddy just like the pigs. Farmer saw the animals and called out, "Come and play! The mud is great, let's celebrate. We'll bathe some other day." Now they're all playing in the mud. You'll notice that the cat is not. I don't think cats like to roll around in mud. But everybody else is having a good time. From then on, Farmer never tried to wash his hogs again, but every other day he took a mud bath in their pen. And look at that, he's going on in. The pigs are welcoming him in. And at the end we see a little rubber ducky all covered in mud. So I think that ended pretty nicely for the pigs and for the farmer. They just decided to enjoy the mud. And like I pointed out earlier, we have some pigs over here. Let's count how many pigs we have. These are all clean pigs, and this is some mud puddles down here. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 clean pigs. And we have a little rhyme that we're gonna say. It goes, 5 little pigs so squeaky clean, cleanest pigs you've ever seen. 1 jumped in the mud with a great big thud. Now how many clean pigs do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 clean pigs, 1 dirty pig. So 4 little pigs so squeaky clean, the cleanest pigs you've ever seen. 1 jumped in the mud with a great big thud. Now how many clean pigs do we have? 1, 2, 3. 3 little pigs so squeaky clean, the cleanest pigs you've ever seen. 1 little pig jumped in the mud with a great big thud. Okay, now how many clean pigs do we have? 1, 2, how many dirty pigs do we have? 1, 2, 3. All right, 2 little pigs so squeaky clean, cleanest pigs you've ever seen. 1 jumped in the mud with a great big thud. Okay, how many clean pigs do we have left? Just 1. And how many dirty pigs do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 little pig so squeaky clean, the cleanest pig you've ever seen. He jumped in the mud with a great big thud. Now how many clean pigs do we have left? None. All dirty pigs. Let's count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 dirty pigs, and I think they're really happy. They are happy when they're in the mud because it cools them off and gets the bugs off of them. Sounds pretty good. Our next story is called Dirty Gert. This one's not about a pig. It's about a little girl who likes the mud, just like a pig. Let's see what happens with Dirty Gert. Little Gert loved eating dirt. The worms all idolized her. Worms like to watch her with the dirt. But how did she first get to be a soil internalizer? Way back when Gert was just a squirt, the earth would tantalize her. Oh, when she was just a little baby, she loved playing in the dirt. She rolled in it, she dug in it, she tasted it, didn't even spit. It seemed to energize her. Yucky. Mom and Dad did not get mad. They simply supervised her. As years went by, they'd try and try, but could not civilize her. The rest of the family is off having tea, playing, and she is in the mud, in a big hole, covered in dirt. And then one day she went to play when no one was the wiser. A rainstorm hit, and quickly it completely moisturized her. She's soaking wet. She made mud pies with dirt French fries, her favorite appetizer. The worm says, "I like mud soup." She burbled and she gurgled and she sprouted and she shouted and her food reorganized her. What is going on? Quite soon she found herself root-bound. It happily surprised her. Her feet have grown roots. She's becoming a plant. Out came the sun. Oh wow, what fun! It photosynthesized her. Now she's growing leaves. She's a strange little girl. Ruby May came out to play but didn't recognize her. The neighbors thought that someone ought to scrub and sanitize her. Here come the neighbors with soap, toothpaste, brushes. There's Dirty Gert. Her brother Matt decided that he needed to disguise her. Covered her up with a barrel. Her best friend Dwight thought that he might at least deodorize her. Tried to make her a little less stinky. The local news sent camera crews. They filmed and televised her. The lawyers called. They were appalled. No one had legalized her. Zoologists and botanists and doctors analyzed her. All those people have come to try to figure out what's going on. Then Hollywood said, Gert is good. We must immortalize her. Now they want to make a movie about her. Soon all the ruckus, all the fuss began to traumatize her. She's getting upset. First came her wilt and then her tilt. Her fame had jeopardized her. Good poor Gert. But Mom and Dad, they're smart and true. They always knew just what to do. They're sending away the camera crews. And look, her friend is adding water to the mud. They trimmed and fertilized her. They're trimming the sprouts off her hair, giving her some fertilizer on her plate. And there she is, sitting in her chair at the dinner table. And you see, if you look closely, there's a pot for her feet to be in so that the roots on her feet can grow in the pot. And there's all the dirt. The end. So Dirty Gert ended up getting to live her life as a plant with her family. So it's kind of fun to play in the dirt. But after we've played in the dirt, we usually want to clean up, right? And we usually want to wash our hands. So I think we're going to sing a little hand washing song. And I'm going to show you how to do it nice and slow to first start out, and then we'll do it faster afterwards. So get your hands ready like this, and we're going to go tops and bottoms, tops and bottoms, in between, scrub them all together, scrub them all together, now they're clean, squeaky clean. Okay. So now we know the song. Now usually when you wash your hands, you want to do it nice and slow so you can make sure to get them really clean. But since this one's just pretend, we're going to go fast. Okay, get ready? Tops and bottoms, in between, scrub them all together, now they're clean, squeaky clean. Whew, good, now we're all clean after playing in the mud. And I have one more story. It's a Pete the Cat story, and it's Pete the Cat, I love my white shoes. And if you know this story, you'll know that his white shoes don't stay white. Let's see what happens to Pete the Cat and his white shoes. Pete the Cat was walking down the street in his brand new white shoes. Pete loved his white shoes so much he sang this song. There he is. I love my white shoes, I love my white shoes, I love my white shoes. Look at that, Pete has a guitar. There's a little heart, there's his white shoes. He likes his shoes. Oh no! Pete stepped in a large pile of strawberries. What color did it turn his shoes? What do you think? Let's see. Red! Did Pete cry? Goodness, no. He kept walking along and singing his song. Pete says, everything is cool. His song now is, I love my red shoes, I love my red shoes, I love my red shoes. There he's riding in his car. Oh no! Pete stepped in a large pile of blueberries. What color did it turn his shoes? What color do you think his shoes are now? Blue. Did Pete cry? Goodness, no. He kept walking along and singing his song. He says, awesome. I love my blue shoes. I love my blue shoes. I love my blue shoes. He's walking along in the rain. He's got a nice big umbrella to keep him and his duck friend dry. Oh no, Pete stepped in a large puddle of mud. What color did it turn his shoes? What color do you think his shoes are now? Brown. Did Pete cry? Goodness, no. He kept walking along and singing his song. Pete says, groovy. I love my brown shoes. I love my brown shoes. I love my brown shoes. There's Pete in his brown shoes and a nice cup of coffee. Oh no! Pete stepped in a bucket of water. And all the brown and all the blue and all the red were washed away. What color were his shoes again? They're white again. But now they were wet. Did Pete cry? Goodness, no. He kept walking along and singing his song. Pete says, rock and roll. I love my wet shoes. I love my wet shoes. I love my wet shoes. As he's walking along, his shoes are squeaking because they're wet. The moral of Pete's story is, no matter what you step in, keep walking along and singing your song. And now he's got a shoe of every color, white, blue, brown, and red. Because it's all good. Now he's resting on the couch just like any cat would, and his shoes are all white again. The end. Well, I think before we go, we should probably sing our alphabet song. So I hope you can join me at home. Are we ready? A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, and Z. Now I know my ABCs. Next time, won't you sing with me? Thanks for joining me today. I hope you enjoy the sun outside. Have a great day, and we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.